Hello students, in the last video of operating system, we have discussed the basic component of any computer system, where we have discussed the components at hardware level as well as software level. Now in today's discussion, we will start the definition of operating system and we will discuss the objective of operating system as well as the other definitions of operating system from user as well as system point of view. As we have studied in the last video, OS work as a mediator between hardware and our application. Right. OS is a program that manages the hardware and provide a base for application program and act as an intermediate between user and the hardware. Basically, there are three objectives of operating system. What are these? First is convenience, second is efficiency, and third is ability to evolve. Convenience. Convenience means OS make a system more convenient for us. Another is efficiency. An operating system allows system resource to be used in an effective manner. Effective manner means balanced, you can say. Right. Means we don't think about the resources. All these resource handling and distribution of resources in an efficient manner is done with the help of operating system. And third objective behind the OS is ability to evolve. As you know, evolve means changes. Ability to evolve means OS should be constructed in such a way that permits the development and introduction of new system functionalities without interfering with the services. Means we can say, if we want to add some new feature in our operating system, then we can easily incorporate that functionality in our existing operating system. That must be one objective behind the designing of OS. Right? Now we will discuss operating system. As we have discussed earlier, that it works as a mediator between the user and the hardware. Hardware we have already studied: CPU, main memory, input devices. That are the basic component of system. Application program that are for our need. Means that defines the way in which we want to utilize these hardware resources. Means according to our requirement, what the program we have designed. For example, for the reservation system, we have designed a railway reservation. For implementing the attendance software in our department, we have designed a program for that. So all these are applications which fulfill our requirement, which fulfill our needs. Another is operating system that control the hardware and coordinate its use between the various application as well as various users. Through diagram you can easily understand it. There are four main components. One is base level hardware, and other end we have users. User interact with your resources with the help of application softwares as well as system softwares. And all these applications data that is actually processed at your hardware level, that convey that data to hardware with the help of operating system. That's why it is known as a mediator between your application or between your user and the hardware. OS is also known as a government. Means it performs no useful function by itself, but it simply provides an environment within which other program can do useful work. Now we will define OS from two different perspectives. From different perspective means from user point of view what the OS is, and from the system point of view what the OS is. Right. If you think of from the user point of view, in general what we have seen, we know that we have a single PC. If we take a single example of our computer system, that is only designed for our use. Here the objective of OS is whatever the task we are performing, that must be performed at the fast pace, because only that system is only designated for a single user. There is no attention paid to the performance, or you can say to the resource utilization, because nobody else is using your resources. That is one point of view. Means if we think about our PC, then we are only a single user and we are utilizing our resources in performing any task. So obviously all the resources are dedicated for my task, hence the performance must be high and there is no resource utilization. Okay. If we think some another scenario, like when you are connected to a mainframe system. In mainframe systems, there is a single system through which multiple users are connected. For example, in Unix server, there are multiple users that are accessing the same server. Okay. Other users are also accessing the same computer system through other terminals. And these terminals are dumb terminals, means they have only input as well as output devices. There is no processing unit allocated for an individual user. All the processing is done at your server system or mainframe system. In that case, the objective of OS, or you can say the designing of OS, is to maximize the resource utilization. That assures you that all the available CPU, timing, means CPU slots, memory, input, output, whatever the resources associated with your system are used or distributed effectively among the existing user. Means there should be no such case where anyone take more share, or you can say no one takes more than her share. Means equal distribution of resources. Another stream in between of these two. First stream I have discussed from a single user point of view. Another stream I have discussed from a mainframe system point of view, where multiple users are connected to a single mainframe system. Here objective is maximize resource utilization. Here the objective is easiness होनी चाहिए in use, and other is performance must be high. Third stream we can say user-centered workstation, that is connected to network of other workstations and servers. Means at our point we are having a CPU input output device at their points. Means input output processing as well as all the things, all the resources are available at my point, and we are just connected through network because of just sharing some data files or sharing the network. These users have dedicated resources at their point, but they also share resources like networking, servers, etc. In that case, OS is designed to compromise between these two streams, between individual use and resource utilization. Resource utilization must also be there, as well as all the resources are dedicated for my own use. That's why individual performance or use is better. Right? So these three point of view we can define the objective of OS. If we are designing a OS for a single point of view, then there are some other objectives behind that designing. If you are designing a OS for a mainframe system, then other objective. If you are designing a operating system for a workstation use, then the objective is in between of these two streams. This is the definition of OS from the user point of view. Now we will discuss the definition of OS from the system point of view. Means what the OS is for system. As you know, the OS provide you a convenient environment. Similarly for the system, from the system point of view, OS is a program that is mainly associated with hardware or involved with the hardware. It manages all the existing resources, means resource allocator, act as a manager of all these resources, control all these programs and other resources too, means devices that are associated with your system. Hence, from system point of view, we can define two things. OS work as a resource allocator and OS work as a control program that manage all the things associated with user as well as programs that prevent errors and improper functioning of your computer system. I hope this definition or these two point of view for defining the OS is clear to all. Okay. Now, in general, if we define the OS, so it's a program that run all time on computer system. As soon as we press the button on key, the computer system, all the devices that are associated with your system that come up in active state. Means at that time a complete operating system load in your system. Basic part of operating system, you can say BIOS, first loaded, and that initiate these tasks or associate all these resources to your computer system. After that, other remaining part of your program, part of your operating system program, that comes in memory from hard disk according to your need. Suppose I run a C program. Till that moment I am not running any program, the basic component of operating system will exist in main memory. But as soon as my new requirement comes, to fulfill that requirement, remaining other system softwares are loaded from hard disk to main memory. In this way, in general, we can define an OS as an all-time running program, as we have started our computer system, and that basic part of our OS is known as kernel. There are mainly two components of operating system. One is kernel, core functionality container you can say, and some other remaining system softwares that combines with operating system.